started a meeting again. Maybe
Perhaps the local ingest server or the something server side was out of whack and automatically rebooted itself, or there could have been a technician on Zoom's end who,
oh,
having received the prompting,
this,
restarted the service.
this morning I was in a Zoom meeting but it was not my Zoom meeting, but it was started at 5 and then it kept going. I was half asleep on the bed and I said, "Oh, it's almost 8." And then the phone, oh no, yeah, a little bit before 8, that Zoom meeting was still going, but the phone shut down. And then I got the other phone and started the meeting with I called it Zoom.
No
And
more chicken or chicken.
No more taken away.
No more taken away. You don't want anything taken away?
then,
No.
Oh, I think my
we
wife
were
and my wife is very empathic, and we're thinking our son is too. And he's saying no more taken away. You mean like you don't want online services taken away? Is that what you mean?
No.
Like the time mom tried to cancel Netflix and you re-enabled it?
No more Netflix.
Oh boy. I thought you okay. He's conflicted too.
He's empathic. He
Yeah.
feels that.
Okay.
I feel
You
that
just
too.
took your shoulder and jabbed me right into the okay.
Take off, please.
What's a taco?
Take
No, no,
away.
no, no,
Oh, take oh okay.
no.
You want blueberry?
mm,
Oh, he could be also empathic over the. We had to take our oldest dog who was sleeping on the bed with us, and we got him a dog bed.
Please.
You may have the iPad.
I hurt my head.
Yes.
Your head near my head.
No.
No.
Okay, I hurt my head.
That's the proper pronoun.
mm.
Hey, Robert.
Done.
Well,
Then
Okay.
when I saw you on Messenger or somewhere saying you, yeah, and so I stopped the meeting and started another one and called it Zoom too. But that didn't help. And then I saw on my phone that I could start the meeting. And I started.
we should come up and visit.
Finally worked.
He's pretty sweet.
It was weird.
My wife just issued you a rare invite.
Blueberries.
You should take it up before she rescinds it.
Wow.
From Lake Mary, we're probably less than 3.5 hours away. Mhm.
Come up to the pretty house.
To the
Alternatively, we could go down to Citrus County. My wife doesn't like leaving her new home. In the old home,
You said leave. No.
in the old home, she liked, this is my son's breakfast.
wow. Did a lot of trees fall in your neighborhood?
Well, take a look.
Is Europe and the ECB.
That's how much I picked up.
About cutting rates until consumer prices are back at a target.
What's that?
Well, we're going to cut rates, but it's because we're more confident in our forecasting ability. Translation?
I fixed my Zoom issue somehow.
Well, the Zoom issue was fixed.
Oh, that's correct. The Zoom feature. I
What's that?
did
No
this.
more pause.
It's trying to give myself too much credit.
No more.
So,
You mean you don't pause? You don't want a video pause? Is that what you're saying? You want
I
to
will try
the ever present stream of
eliminate
audio and video without
the
playing?
use of the word I. I've decided that I will try to eliminate the use of the word I, me, and mine. It's giving me too much credit. It's making me think that I am controlling everything.
Good luck.
So I will say from now on, instead of saying I fixed the Zoom problem, I will say the Zoom problem was fixed because I really didn't fix it. I just got lucky and started the meeting and it worked.
Mm.
Maybe I had semi-started it, but I saw a button somewhere saying to
Can I
start.
get paid every time he says I?
Yeah,
So
my wife would like to know, may she have some amount of currency, the number of times you say I in this recording?
I got a bill to pay.
I go broke. Oh, there it is. I did one right there. Oh, another one. Let's see. This is Gyro Jamyang Powell, and this guy is going to attempt to not say those three words, referring to a self that is probably made up, constructed, and
It's easy
imagined.
to speak of oneself in the third person, but is it as possible to speak of oneself in the second person?
Hmm. 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 The second person is you.
Mm.
Hmm.
Good morning, Joel. Right.
How dare you take me around to Citrus County?
Good morning, everyone.
It's nice. They have good.
There is Joel. There is Rami, and there is Gyro Yang Powell.
You have your curtain. The sun is coming through. So
Yeah.
you've got at least an eastern exposure on your office.
Eek.
Yes, dear.
Oh, talk.
Gyro Yang Powell is hungry. He will go, or can I say you will go? You, Gyro, will go to the kitchen to fill your belly with something. What can I make? Oh, I said it.
Coffee.
That was a bunch of eyes. Oh, that one doesn't count. Okay, so Gyro Yang, you are going to the kitchen to eat something. There. Gyro's going to the kitchen. Mm.
Oh, you are forgetting.
There used to be a tree right there. It got knocked
Hey,
out.
Bobby, I knew I had a black card. I just didn't know it was furry and small. You know, hubby, I knew I had a black card.
Mm.
I always told you my heart was black, and then
Mm. Mm. This tree
I get
used to be right there. Mm. Mm. Yeah, that tree used to be right there. The hurricane came and yanked it out. So it got
Oh, look, it's coffee time, hubby. You up.
the
Nice.
gardener's gonna
Hey,
pick it up, take it away for $30.
hey, coffee. Been 90 agonizing minutes.
Hmm.
No, it's not. You're not supposed to have coffee for another.
Gyro
42
Yang
hours.
Powell
How
are
I have
going
an
to the
8:30.
kitchen.
Yeah,
You,
it's 90 minutes. It's now 9:33.
you, Gyro
Oh,
Yang
I
Powell,
have
are hungry.
9:39. You can still watch it. It'll
I
help
can
me.
still work.
Maybe
It'll
thirsty.
help me.
You, Gyro
It's got
Yang
42 on it.
Mm. There's little food left. Well, there's a lot of food, but hmm. Perhaps Gyro Yang Powell can partake of some cantaloupe. No, watermelon. Here's, what's this? Watermelon? This is watermelon. This will go good into the stomach of Gyro Yang Powell. Let me see what. Good. There Zhang Yang Hao will wash his hands first. With dish soap. There is Joel. And there is Rami. There's Zhao Zhang Yang Hao. And some lemon, lime. They say it's good to to have water with lime or lemon. So yeah, this is the apparatus. This apparatus is used to extract the juice from lime. Mhm. Mhm. This is the lime. Mm. This is a knife like this. Mhm. Wait, you go. You Zhao Jam Yang Hao cuts the lime in half. Basically, there. Mm. Mm. Oh. Oh. Ah. The lime has been crushed with this apparatus. It's a kitchen aid. It contains the juice in here. We can pour it out. There. The juice is coming out of the lime and held in this container. Zhao Zham Yang Pao presses on the handle. It can't go any further. Out comes juice. There. Then you take water from here. Uh-huh. There we go. Cheers. Uh-huh.
My wife pointed out a T-shirt that she saw yesterday online. It said, "I'm not talking to myself. I work for myself, and I'm in a business meeting."
The T-shirt says the self is not talking to itself, is in a meeting, and what else?
And okay, so the T-shirt read, "I'm not talking to myself. I work for myself, and I'm in a business meeting."
Hmm, that's a good business model.
It's actually the most common business model.
Yeah, have you met his mother?
Sole proprietors.
But Gyro Jam Yang Powell does not talk to himself anymore. He's referring himself as you. So now you're going to prepare some watermelon.
I didn't give him a pet since he's short. I can't reach him.
It's good.
Yeah, he's short. I want to reach him.
Gyro Jam Yang Pao is looking for
Yeah, because he's
a
short.
plate. And perhaps this bowl.
Oh, I need to pet your brother.
That was that.
Oh, I need to pet your brother. Here's your brother.
Good.
Oh, your
Our
brother.
longest lasting dog is getting jelly. He knows this is about to happen. He's not in the middle of it.
No, don't come over here. Come here, you. Come here, you. I love you more than you love yourself. Oh, yeah. You're so damn cute. Oh, perfectly precious. That's how it is. No, don't put him over here.
Open your mouth. Mm. 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 Mm.
You know your therapy.
The taste buds of Gyro Jang Yang Pao send signals to Gyro Jang Yang Pao's brain, indicating that the watermelons are delicious and safe to eat. Mm.
You know, all this would come
I
in
kissed
handy
your
if you
face.
wanted to train an AI how
I
to
kissed
mimic a
your face.
human.
I kissed your face. Yes, I kissed your face. You knew my punk.
Mm.
Oh no, we're not gonna fall down.
Mm.
I don't even have to pet him. His mere presence is just.
Mm.
I think they're cuter than I am.
Mm.
The noble Chihuahua.
Oh. Oh.
Being a little bit, mama.
Mm.
This
Mm.
way,
Oh.
I yelled sometimes, gonna have to die.
Gyro Jang Yang Pao has spotted a bag of steel cut oats.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I
Oh,
made
yeah.
some of that.
Only if the Rob Fred
Morning
now.
we got. Yeah,
Just
I made nice steel cut oats in advance.
Only I would only eat Bob Fred meal, dear, because the rest are questionable.
Yeah, a little bit too much glyphosate or glyphosate. Sorry.
Just please.
No more practice.
Mm.
You want a chocolate sandwich on bagel?
Sandwich.
We only have bagel thins for bread. You want a bagel thin? You want to toast it?
Let's Gyro Jam Yang Pao is going to say hello, good morning to
What else? What you like?
his mother.
Raisin bran?
Déjame un poquito más hacia.
Want
Ahora caminamos hacia.
laid out the sandwich stuff. So
Mm.
don't be a bit messy.
I'll
That's-
help the dog before him.
Ay, Dios.
Yeah.
no.
Feo. Estaba así por hecho, pues, porque no,
Oh.
Take the camera off me now. I'm fine.
Mm.
no te preocupes.
Harmony, my boss is like-
Okay.
You're
Thanks. Gyro Jam Pao is going to eat oatmeal
That you tell me so.
already made.
You tough ruining it every single day.
If I didn't stop ruining it every single day, we'd have more than 5 kids together.
Pero puedes comer.
Mm. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Our eldest moved out and our youngest is 10.
Hmm.
We open adopted out
Morning.
2 of them, but
Morning.
this one, she left.
So,
Listen,
And I'll probably have them for
but
mine.
see, construction was too expensive for you.
Construction was too expensive. When I did construction work, she couldn't keep her hands off me, and then we had a child.
Construction was expensive.
Yeah. No.
His
It's a good thing I didn't do math in advance. I might not have.
name of Rami City. And Stacy, where do you live?
Nowhere.
What is the name of your city?
Nope.
She believes in that wonderful thing called privacy.
Hell no. I live in hell no. It's next to why do you care?
Oh, that's right. We must.
I will not give it on a live recorded Zoom. No.
Yeah, that's gonna be archived to
There's
YouTube.
too many people who can find it. Hell no.
Oh,
Yeah, as the Australians say, yeah, nah.
Oh no. No.
I think that'll work.
Recorded.
That won't fall out of the hole.
Jam Young Ho is going to drink
Oh, it smells nice.
water with lime.
I need to get him chocolate cake.
Mm.
See what? See what?
Big bowl of blueberries and a plain bagel thin with Voyage hazelnut free spread.
Mm.
Roasted seed spread.
Our friend Lama
Beer
Beerdash,
Yeah.
Beerdash Lama and family
The oil
are
is-
not able to join
I
us.
still live in Florida.
I
Dude.
chatted Berdas up this morning. He said that
They
they've
have
been,
no power.
they've been without power for 2 weeks. We only suffered the loss of power from around 11-ish
Oh, I suffered.
Thursday night until 3:30 a.m.
Saturday.
Sunday
Sunday.
morning. So
I-
just over 52 hours, between 52 and
That's-
53.
That's way too many hours.
Yeah, she was getting prickly heat by the end.
Yeah, no. I can't do more than that because I just kill
Mm.
over.
Yes. Beerdash Lama a week or two ago said he suffered, or his area suffered from landslides and things, and some 20 people had been killed. And
Yep.
his farm
We're
is
about
in
to get heavy rain again, but we'll be okay.
Mm.
We did that worse.
Mm.
Something wrong?
The noise. Oh, the noise. Oh,
What
no.
noise? Oh, does that noise disturb you?
Don't do that whole.
I was pushing some
Oh.
great value seedless blackberry preserves into my steel cutouts. The noise grows around.
Bad ASMR. Bad ASMR.
Here's the wood.
Don't do that anymore, ever, please, thank you, it sounds like something I don't like.
Sure,
Mm.
No.
I get it.
Mm.
Finish unpacking that later.
Alright, do that again. Nope. No,
I gotta mix it up, Mike.
you continue like that.
Okay,
Please don't do
like
that.
this.
Please don't do that anymore,
No.
ever. You know what? That's the last time I want to hear that sound for the rest of my existence, things. Wet and ew and ew. But I don't have good hearing anymore, but my sense of smell is picked up. I'm not sure I don't like it either.
Oh. Oh.
We left my coffee candle in Orlando. That's the only thing I miss. From my
Yeah.
fireplace.
Yeah, she insisted on moving the same day we closed,
And I like.
and I thought we were gonna come back this month.
Nope, we're not.
She decided once she. Go
We
on.
might come back because there's a dog there that I want to bring home.
Yeah, but we had our neighbor, we paid him some money through one of those
So
apps, yeah,
To
to
clean up.
just go and trash everything that we left behind.
it was easier.
It was easier, but I lost some photos and
Oh, wow.
few other things.
I can replace the candle during candle day, they're $12 a day to my house.
Mhm.
The only one candle I like, which is cafe flavors.
But hey, we made it out
Oh,
our lives,
And I'm never going back.
and our living here is better than our living down there.
Yeah, cause our bills are already less
Mhm.
and we're still paying double.
So,
Next
Yeah.
month is gonna be,
thanks be to my dad, who I'm very thankful for.
next month is gonna be amazing. You're gonna see a.
what is, wh- um, what commercial facilities are there nearby your residence?
Well, we used to be 2 miles from Walmart in our old place. Now we're 1.2 miles. So, no, or 1.1. So we've actually gotten 9/10 of a mile closer to our local Walmart. A little bit,
What?
a little bit further beyond that, there's a Save-A-Lot and a Winn-Dixie. Beyond that, across the way.
Wow,
Yep.
maybe. Maybe.
Oh, is they're gonna convert it into an Aldi? Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Yeah, when the Winn-Dixie turns Aldi.
I cannot wait. I simply, because I love all these clothing, I simply cannot wait.
Yeah, the quality and the value.
Yeah. $35 gets you so much stuff in Aldi.
Very important.
Packs, I don't like anymore, but I can get other stuff like produce is what I get from there.
It's, let us let us bless our food. Oh my home, 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 oh my home, oh my baby, home, oh my baby, home. Yeah, it's so gyro jam yang Powell will throw the watermelons on the oatmeal. And Jam Young Powell will put some yogurt on his
Yeah,
concoction.
it's just air drying right now.
Let's see.
All of it's clean.
Yeah, I cleaned all parts. Middle, upper, lower. Yeah, I rinsed out the crap as well. I'll once the back gets a little bit drier, I'll add the filter. And the beans and the water. Or maybe the water. second.
It's 17 minutes.
We don't drink coffee, or at least I try not.
We drink lots of stuff.
Yeah, my wife drinks lots of coffee, but I heard somewhere that it's not good to have it when you first wake up because it's a better idea to give your body 90 minutes to work out that hormone or whatever it is that causes one to feel sleepiness, because all caffeine does in terms of or rather it's not all, but it does, but one of its major mechanisms is that it blocks the receptor that causes us to feel tired. But if your body hasn't worked through the feeling tired, the hormone still remains in the body, and then it builds up after a while, which is why people who drink coffee for a period of time, apparently, or so the thinking goes, they get to feeling run down after a while. But apparently that does not occur if you just allow yourself to feel tired for the first 90 minutes. You escape the run down feeling. The one has been so long coffee drinking. I want to let the Chihuahua.
No, it's still going.
No.
Wait. Because I don't want that much.
Are you flicking water out of the sink? Out of the
Yeah.
bowl in the sink? Then clean it up. There's a towel. Take the pink towel and clean up the mess.
Ahorita no.
I don't have enough.
Why is the water colored that color? Stop flinging water across our kitchen, son.
Pour it out and we put water in.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
We'll need some.
You want- There's more of our remains. I think you even got the glass wet, son. Yeah, it's okay if the outside of the glass gets wet, but it's a different thing if you're making the glass wet.
We did a cat of four, which is the power loss.
Huh?
We did a cat of four, which is
I mean, what is the power loss?
no, we did a cat four, which just a power loss.
What do you mean just that? You mean as in we didn't do it with a loss of a roof, just a loss
Exactly.
of power?
We didn't lose sight of our house, we didn't lose shingles, we didn't lose sight, we lost nothing except the power.
Yeah.
And a screw, we can keep it back in.
Yeah, for us it was an inconvenience. It's not like we're in Western
No, no,
Carolina where the dam broke and the city flooded or the town flooded. Yeah, I know. You have a hard time being in hot environment.
I'm a northern woman, not.
Yeah, she's got Dutch genes. She's the kind of woman you hold on to at night in Northern Europe. She'll keep you warm. But in Florida, it's kind of
Say,
yeah. She radiates heat like nobody's business. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
And I'm freezing while I'm radiating, everybody's like, you're so hot, I'm like, nope.
Yeah. Yeah. Her skin is hot to the touch. Then she's freezing. Then she's light progresses. It's so hot, so we have to have air conditioning on and a fan blowing on her. Just to
But I still sweat if it's close enough to cycle days.
yeah. Yeah. Mm.
I wake up in piles of sweat before I get to bed. Like,
Oh, even though we had the AC on?
I wind up myself like, that's how I feel one day. No, I think one hormone replacement therapy, but that has some side effects of its own, which are seduced, so I'm not gonna do those. I'm just gonna go through the old fashioned way like other women have.
This guy down here who's eating dog food around the floor. Thank you for doing that, Yojiro. I appreciate you. I wanted food in the middle of the night, so I accidentally put food in the water bowl. And I poured so much of it because I was half asleep. And this other one, this one likes to pee on everything. Peed on the bottom of the bag. So I was a little bit distracted by that, and I wound up making a little bit of mess on the floor, which Yoji is thankfully now cleaning up.
Yes. You can turn off my water now. You wanna take care of that, so I don't have to pay for any more.
Oh, yeah, you got it full. There we go.
Cause I still had a water bill here.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how much our water bill is.
Interesting, horrifying.
There's a little bit of a feud between the water bill and the Federal Postal Service. Rather, I don't know if it's a feud so much as the Postal Service doesn't want to deliver the bills. And we keep checking online, or at least that's what the water service people say, the city people say. But then again, we haven't seen it post yet. We've lived here 6.5 weeks. We still haven't gotten a water bill posted yet. It'll come soon enough. Joel, how are you, sir? Good. Have you been keeping up in the news? Now you get a different sort of feed than I get.
Haven't been doing much lately because I had COVID.
Oh, what was it like for you?
Not too bad. I'm just coming out of it now, but not pleasant.
Yeah, my experience with COVID in 2020 is that it has a long tail. Hopefully not so much for yourself. But by the time I had it for the fourth, fifth, or sixth time, it was like nothing anymore. A little bit of stiff neck, headache for a day, and then gone again.
Well, I was worried it was going to get worse, but it seems to be getting better now.
Yeah.
My ribs are sore from coughing.
Oof, oof. At one point, it's funny. I didn't want to be a part of the testing regime because I knew that they were gaming the number of cycles that they were running the test through. And the person who invented the PCR testing was like, "Don't ever use this as a diagnostic because you could run it for 26 cycles, or you could run it for 36 cycles, and all it can do is take a small bit of something and replicate it many times over. And depending upon how many cycles you run it, will either reach the threshold or not. So it's a completely capable type of diagnostic. So when I had a different sickness, I'll tell you where the sickness came from after. And I went to the clinic and someone asked me if I wanted to be tested for COVID. I said no. And then I went in, to the back office or to the little, not the general area. Oh, cool. How much was the water bill? $46. $74. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we have to wash our feet a lot around here. So I guess I understand. How do you feel about that? Oh, that's with turn on charges, so not that big. Okay, it'll be less next month. So anyway, so I'm in the waiting room and I've been asked all the questions by the doctor at the clinic and or it's an urgent care place. And at the end, he gives me a diagnosis of bronchitis. Okay? But this is what he said after I refused to take the test. Walking in the door, he goes, "Well, I see your COVID test is negative." Or your COVID test came back negative, of course. Meaning the person who is paid and making money for issuing the test went ahead and broke open the thing and then I guess ran it through the machine without ever taking any sample. Because it was just a money. It was a means to an end. So I got some antibiotics and I did the regimen and I got over it. But people who also have gotten bronchitis, like our friend Stoke Dan, he had a really nasty bout for a while. I think he's recovered from it.
Christian, they said. The sentiments.
But one very interesting phenomenon that took place in the official stats for the United States for 2020, 2021, there were no cases of influenza. I mean, the bar for diagnosed influenza was like practically nothing.
Jamyang Powell had COVID a few weeks ago.
How was your bout of it?
Jamyang Powell had tremendous headaches.
Yes.
Lots of stuffy, runny nose,
Con la otra manito.
coughing, having to blow the nose, had to take antibiotic.
Oh, they gave you an antibiotic? That's interesting because coronavirus is a virus. One would think that they might issue you an antiviral.
the lady that works here had antibiotics from uh and gave me three
It doesn't,
Oh.
it doesn't help.
I said me. I said I. Darn it.
It's okay, Hadro.
Zhang Yang Pao took antibiotic to prevent other complications.
Sure. Did they do something for you, or do you feel like you were taking them as a preventative?
Perhaps to prevent infections
It was on me.
here or there.
Right.
It didn't help.
Well,
Yeah,
I
secondary.
could do too.
The people who've really gotten sick have been getting secondary infections, like when you had pneumonia.
Oh, me está enseñando. Ay, qué cosa linda. Yo también me voy a comer un huevo. Yo llevo al de mi mamá, porque es que
I have the cure for
el señor este dice que lo que está tomando
It's upside down. Control GX?
yes,
What is that?
that's to dye your hair.
Oh,
That
Um,
prevents COVID.
yeah, right. Youth.
It keeps COVID away from you because you look much younger and COVID won't go near you because it
Sure.
feels that your
Yeah.
antibodies will repel it.
Like that's how it works, right? Yeah.
Not?
You know, when I got back stateside in 1987, I watched Bob Barker. Did you ever watch the Price is Right? Do you remember when he when one season ended and the next season started? And the one season this occurred in sometime in the late 80s, maybe 87, 88. So he was running that show from 1974 or hosting 74, 73, something like that. Through 87, he had brown hair throughout. Obviously died. And then he came back in 88 or 89 and he had like silver and black hair or whatever, pepper, kind of like how my beard is. This side. And his response, because popular face on television, was that the ladies were writing me, and they said that I would look much more attractive this way. So for their sake, I went ahead and dyed my hair gray for their benefit.
Did I ever tell you the story of my trip to India?
No.
So I'm in Delhi and I'm wandering around and I'm seeing all these very, very old guys, like 100 and plus. And they got jet black hair. And I'm thinking to myself, well, it must be something about the genetics of Asians, and it's amazing how they keep their hair dark into such old age. Then I finally decided I was getting a little too shaggy, so I was going to have an Indian haircut. So I hunted around for barber shop. I found one that looked presentable enough. I go in and I have a haircut. A nice haircut. I think it was 25 or 50 cents. It was really a super good deal. But at the end of the haircut, the barber asks me if I wanted to have my hair dyed. And then it dawned on me that it had nothing to do with genetics or anything like that, that it was just a common practice in India for older guys to get their hair dyed. But it just never occurred to me because it was so unusual from a North American perspective?
That was the Buddha's father. He never wanted his son to know of death, so he dyed his hair.
Oh, really?
Part of their ethos or mythos.
Anyway, I remember being shocked how this instant realization about what I had totally believed. Like I was sitting there wondering if anybody had done scientific research, wonder what the gene is that keeps your hair black, blah, blah, blah. Then this guy at the end of the haircut asks me. It was such a revelation. Comes right out of left field.
Nice. Love that. Yeah, life's full of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did the hurricane hit you, Rummy? Did you get
Well, we are about 50 minutes southeast of Florida's capital, Tallahassee, and this county that we're in, we have 56 miles of coastline
wow?
along the Gulf of Mexico. We're right in the deepest sort of incursion of the Gulf, and
Me parece que empiezan a gustar
Um,
no.
it kind of, I'm not certain because I haven't looked at the historical path, but it's sort of
Hace tiempo tenía ganas
Then-
de eso.
right in between us and Tally, I figure.
Wow.
Or it might have struck Tally directly.
No, yo también
These trees, like this tree right here,
Marita y con
was
queso.
shaking. It had about at least twice as many leaves on it Thursday than it has on it today. It was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth really wildly. And in fact, if you see that part, I had my car parked right here. And it's a good thing I parked it so that the doors would be accessible from our kitchen door, because a giant, about 15-foot branch off the top of the tree just thudded right into our rocks. It would have probably smashed the hood or maybe the windshield if I had had the car parked any further forward. But no, we got to hear our house is only 8 years old, and they updated the building standards years ago after Hurricane
Hit our water.
Andrew in '92, and then again after some subsequent storms. So we got to hear the building breathe.
That was previous.
How would you describe it?
Those-
Ghosts?
Yeah, you literally did like.
Yeah, you could tell the wind was trying to pick things up, but the house was too strong for the amount of winds that were able to come at us. We're about 30 minutes from the coast. Now the local papers say that about 90% of the homes along the coast have been destroyed.
Yeah.
And we're about 22 miles inland, so we came out all right. The ones who are really hurting are the people around the Western Carolinas,
My friend's going up there.
because they got some really unexpected flooding,
My friend's going up there.
and I think a dam broke and a whole town was washed out, or a line of them. Yeah.
My friend's coming up here.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Our Florida Forest Festival, which is going to be the 69th annual later this month, has been severely diminished. So
I paid our water bill, it's 67 because we got 233 now after.
67. I thought you said it was like 76. Boy.
Vamos a almorzar como a las 2 para que vengas a
So
almorzar.
now 76.
Yeah.
No sé si me
And we have 233 because I deleted the credit card bills that are coming out.
What do you mean deleted?
I
Turned off.
factored those in.
You what?
Factored
Oh,
those in.
factoring them in. That's how much we've got.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Good. Good.
All of our bills are paid over here.
Good. Good.
¿Te gustó ese
We just gotta factor in the $2.
Esa repita, ¿no? ¿No?
So.
Esta niña se la quemó mucho.
Now, was your career? You can let the Chihuahua in. He's back on our concrete pad. He had to go, so I let him out. Did you spend part of your time in accounting?
No sabía.
Yeah.
And how many years did you do that for?
40.
40 years. My goodness.
I know you're from
Counting
the
other
East.
people's money.
Come here, you're from the East. Come on, come in.
Wow.
You're heating up my
That's a
house.
trusted position. Mhm. And did you teach for a while, or you really have? Okay. And what subjects did you teach?
Counting.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's just like double entry,
Yeah.
or and a lot of it's for tax preparation purposes, I imagine.
A good deal of it is tax preparation.
Yeah. Yeah. I did a new I did a thing. I wrote a, you know how we've discussed before how I'm of the folk who think that we should remove taxation off of labor and off of property, at least personal property, and place it. Well, there are people like Adam John Monroe who we've had on the show, who is a pure single taxer. He thinks that the way to really get the economy moving full bore is by utilizing the old 1890s single tax platform. And he actually started the GEOist, no, the Georgist, that's it, the Georgist Party of America, where you reduce all taxation down to your holdings of land, land being not just in terms of like above ground, but also generally we include everything under the ground too. So I tend to use the phrase natural resources. I think people understand that a little bit better. So for instance, Alberta would derive all of its revenue through the extractions, or the bulk of it, and then that's how they would fund their government. And
Oh, look.
Alaska has been doing that since the 70s with their permanent fund. Every Alaskan citizen gets a check. It's variable depending upon the oil revenues,
Hi.
but generally about $1,000 annually. They get a check just for being Alaskans for the oil that's pulled out of the ground.
Hey,
Bueno, lo tenemos y ya.
look, hubby,
Yes.
look at the time.
Time is it? 10:17. It's time for me to brew the coffee.
Yeah, I need a couple people to play with that. I've done way too much sleep.
Tyro and I have worked in a field where so much of our knowledge became, we had to learn how to actually forget things, because in order to make room for new things, like I could probably still in my head rebuild a TCP/IP stack for Windows 95 and 98. Not that I need to, because no one uses that operating system, and that
Don't forget the filters, filter.
But I gotta imagine that people who prepare taxes under the existing system would be one of the people who would be maybe out of a job. That's one of the greatest challenges when talking about Georgism, because it's tax shifting, and sometimes existing orders, folks don't like the vote being wrong.
Did you put the filter in?
Here's the hopper.
Did you put the paper filter in?
Yeah, she's supervising me, because if I talk and do this at the same time.
My copy gets messed up and then somebody take those.
Yeah, if I miss even one step. It's a Cuisinart, and it prepares a really good cup of coffee.
It
from
prepares the
whole
best.
beans. But if I don't get every step right, or if I miss a step, then it creates a mess all over the place. Right.
Did you put the little cap on the top part?
I did, and give this one more rinsing. All right, so 11 things, or 10 things, or 12 things, depending on how you rent it. Obviously, you gotta have the whole machine. And you gotta have the electrical supply. That's it. Requirements here. Well, you gotta have some.
And I tried 4 days.
Okay. Electricity, machine, it was only 3. Coffee pot, lid to the craft. In here, basket, the filter in the basket, and the lid to the basket. The grinding chamber, the lid to the grinding chamber. Beans in the grinding chamber,
And the water.
and then that last step is the water. We grab a couple of bottles.
And those 11 steps lead to a happy wife.
Pero tú debes tomar verde. Ahí.
And then neat little
Agua tampoco.
gauge. There's that gauge that tells me
Qué
what
verde.
percent.
Está allá, Jairo. Café.
There you go.
Mm.
Alright, then we got this thing, our espresso maker, which I hardly ever make espresso in, but it comes with a steamer. So I get that going so I can steam her milk. 1 cup.
I avoid all those steps. Instead, I go to Tim Hortons and I take a coupon that I get with my last receipt and I get an extra large French vanilla with steamed milk on the top for $1.05.
That's beautiful. It's one of the advantages of living in the most populated, highly densely populated areas on the North American continent.
Yeah.
We experienced that in Chicago, the 3rd largest city in the United States. When Stacy and I were there, I don't know how people keep from getting fat because, oh my goodness, the food is so good and there's so many people competing, and it's also affordable. You didn't like it?
The food, no.
You liked a lot of the food. You liked the taco place?
I didn't like the sausage place.
You mean the Italian beef place?
Yeah, that was gross.
I love that. That was my favorite part. My goodness, there's a Italian beef place, and all the people who work there were literally the size of cows. You can tell that they just grew up in this stuff. They were massive individuals.
Italian sumo wrestlers.
They were denser than sumo wrestlers. It was ridiculous. I mean, and you had to be like,
It was cash only.
it was casual, but you had to pay.
A lot.
It was better if you showed up with cash, because if you had to mess with the card, that was annoying. Or if you had to ask any questions, you would slow down the rate because there was a constant line of people going there.
They didn't like first timers because we didn't know what we were doing. So you gotta know.
Yeah.
Chicago's my type of city though, because the people are like me.
Midwesterner.
They're like me. They go instead of sitting around and staring at each other.
Yeah, they go, but they also have that Midwestern sort of charm still. They're friendlier than the Yankees.
They're friendly-ish.
Ish, right.
They're almost Yankees, but they can't get that southern out of their ass.
It's not Southern, it's Western.
Hmm.
It's, they came from folks who.
I want you to go to the northern states where everything's like.
But
I like it up there.
I
People
don't.
don't ask questions, they just congratulate.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna snow, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's sit around and stare at the sun.
Right. My aunt passed away from skin cancer, 53.
Oh, she didn't take real good care of herself. Right? Yes, the stuff didn't help either.
Yeah. Lord, life can be crazy. Fantasy life too sometimes.
I could not live in regular Florida. This place is much like, better.
It's better, right? Because it's the South. We moved north to go to go to the South.
People leave me alone here.
Yeah, well, they're just they're pleasant.
Go crazy once and they leave me alone.
I was listening to the local radio station yesterday. That brought me to tears. 2 country music songs. I was brought to tears by this.
Oh, Jesus. Who lost
By
their
the
wife
second
in that
one.
truck?
No, it was worse than that.
Somebody lose their wife again.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Oh, they lost her sister to plane with.
No, it was, the guy was talking about a song of 4 people getting hit by a semi, 3 of them dying, and it turns out the one who survived was the mother of the songwriter. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Yeah. Powerful stuff.
No, there's only one country song that can make me happy.
What's
And
that?
I'm not gonna say it because you'll go off and play it.
Okay.
I know you. Ooh. Another way to torture.
Because I believe in the
my
power of
wife.
catharsis.
Another way to torture my wife.
I would not torture you with that. This is enough torture as it is.
You think?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be calm and
I don't know if you noticed it today, but my wife's wearing a t-shirt. I'm not gonna put the camera on her. It says, "I don't like morning people."
No, it's I don't like mornings.
No, it's I don't like morning people, ellipse, or mornings, comma, or people.
Yeah, I need about 6 more of these shirts, Obi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 6 more shirts, please.
Okay, why?
I want 6 more of these, or maybe 5 more of these and one that just says no.
I wanted that shirt, the
Same
shirt just says no with a period. That's a powerful shirt.
No, I like the one from Consuela. No. I still want that. I'll just walk around like this. No. You want this? No. No.
What's this say? Hold on, I gotta pin you so that I can read it. Let's see. What is I'm missing the top because it's blanking out on me. What is freedom? Republican, absence of dependence on another's will, not a slave, participate in making law. Okay. And then so that's the Republican aspect of or definition or points of freedom. Yeah, I got that part. Came through. And what is freedom according to, what's the next one say? Liberal, absence of interference, especially by government, and all law restricts freedom. Okay. Yeah. So it's interesting. The last point in the Republican side is basically an argument for democracy. And my mother, who is this is the degree to which she is liberal. My father's conservative, my mother's liberal. My mother's statement is, if you ask her why laws exist, she'll tell you to break them. She's in jail at the moment, in Orange County. Yes, right. But she also has a they call it a demon tumor. She's got a tumor on her pituitary gland. That is the gland. The tumor is 4 times the size of the gland itself, which means her hormones are persistently out of whack, and she has practically no control over her mood at any given moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Van a bailar. La mayoría de los niños que yo sé se arreglan bien y van a bailar con el papá.
Yeah, Mother's Day is interesting.
Ayer fue como de fiesta para los colegios, ¿cierto? Washington me dijo mi hermano que era como festivo para, para el colegio y tenían festividades para llevar. Yo dije, el país dijo, no, no sé. Era fue el día de los judíos.
Oh, well, that's okay. It can go a day without being paid. Yeah, there's more I could share there. I don't know if I ought to though. I don't wanna monopolize our talking time.
Columbus Day, el día de Columbus, el hombre que Columbus. Entonces siempre hacían ese día, pero ahora dicen que Columbus no hizo nada bueno. Mató mucha gente. Se robaron todo el
A very particular piece on a steamer.
de Colón. Estaba Colón.
Hey, this is when I get to play barista.
¿Era Colón o Colombo? Colón. Claro, todos los años que hicieron en Colombia, en todos los países. Cuando llegaron ellos, se robaron todo, mataron gente. Entonces ahora no lo celebran.
Stace, you want your coffee in the living room?
Entonces,
Okay. This is her SeaWorld shark mug. Yeah.
¿dormiste bien?
Okay, good job.
¿Dormiste?
Good job. Hopefully, is it going to be the first from now on? Okay.
But we'll have more money next month.
Was it necessary to move it?
Yes, because you get the additional charge if it's late.
Anoche.
Even 1 day late.
Yep, and moving it is free,
Oh. Can you move it an indefinite number of times?
twice a year.
Only twice a year?
But luckily, there's so much over.
Maybe we can reset it. Like maybe you can call them, not today, but a day before the end of the month and see if they
Yeah.
can be permanently set to the first or the second or the third.
Or any day except for like the day chosen for my date,
Right,
which
yeah,
is the day before I get paid.
yeah.
I'll do that.
What kind of social welfare do you do?
I moved it to the first because I know I'm paid by the first, so.
What kind of social welfare do you have in Canada? Like we have Social Security here, which is supposed to supplement. For some people, it's their only income.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have something similar up there?
We have several levels of social assistance. The universal one, the one which may bring down the government shortly, is called Old Age Assistance, OAS. And that's income tested. So everybody gets it, but if your income is above a certain level, you have to pay it back or a portion of it back.
Interesting. So it becomes a short-term loan for those who don't need it?
Give it me.
Interesting. But so, and that enables the government then to sniff into everyone's accounts or
But
finances.
not everyone's account, everyone's tax returns.
I see what you're saying. So it's just a one-time check. It's not a continual.
No, it's a monthly payment.
Right, a monthly payment, but the audits only occur once a year.
Well, they're not necessarily audits, they're calculations on your tax return.
Yeah.
So you're still filing a return even if you're not making an income?
I'm not sure. I don't know about that.
Okay.
But your social insurance number would still reflect the fact that you've received old age security.
Mm,
And if you have any other income that's reported against that social insurance number, if
right.
it exceeds a certain threshold, you'll repay that old age security.
Right. We have similar type rules down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a powerful day when I learned I wasn't just a name, but I got to be a number too.
And a unique number.
Yes. Well, they get recycled,
Wow.
And occasionally you'll have the same number in Canada as in the United States.
Don't worry, I'm
Did
never
we just
going
switch contexts?
Don't worry, I'm never going to
I don't know how that works exactly, but I ran into it once with my own social insurance number. Somebody in Massachusetts had a social security number, which was the same as my social insurance number.
Huh. Huh.
I don't remember exactly how I discovered that, but
You were number brothers.
yeah, yeah.
She's gonna shut the lid on me any minute. I can just tell.
Let's pause them.
All right, we're gonna pop out
He'll be back maybe in a little hour or 10.
or not. If not, have a
Bye.
wonderful week.
See
You
next-
too.
Thank you.
Maybe we should call it a day, Hiro. It looks like Bear Dash has not recovered from the flood.
Ahorita Tony no las puedo subir, pues no he podido encontrar la máquina esa, el aparato ese. Pues quedan en muchas partes y no los venden. ¿Puedes tú subir y chequear?
Adios, amigo.